So I was just watching a Stevie IO video, the comedic nurse on YouTube, one of his shorts, and it just got me thinking about how when I've had surgeries or broken bones and things, medical personnel have disregarded my pain entirely. And one of the things is they're like, well, the blood pressure would show if you're in distress. Problem is, I have a low blood pressure. I'm usually 120/60 or less. So they see a blood pressure that to them looks normal. Maybe 136/70, and that looks normal to them. That's high for me. So it would be nice if medical professionals would stop disregarding my pain. That would be great. I also had a surgery. Well, I had multiple surgeries. One was considered minor in comparison, and it was so painful, and they refused to acknowledge that, refused to believe me. And then it came to complete organ removal, and that one wasn't as bad for me as the supposedly much minor surgery that happened before, when they just took out a little chunk to test it, right? Before taking out the whole thing. And it's just believe people. Doctors are not there to babysit your life. If you're a drug abuser, then you're a drug abuser, and you're gonna find your drugs somewhere. But for the rest of us who would just like to have our actual medically induced pain taken care of, it would be nice to stop having to deal with the BS and arguing and the stress on top of the pain you're already in. It's absolutely ridiculous. There was another time that I broke at least one toe. They never showed me the scans, but I went in and they treated me like absolute crap, wouldn't believe me, acted like I was out for the drugs. And I'm like, look, I have to work on this foot all day long. I just need something to help me do it until it heals. I know you can't do much about broken toes, but I have to work, and it's killing me. And they treated me like absolute crap. And then they took the scans, and the next morning they called me and they were like, oh, so it looks like your toe is broken, and if you want to come in this morning for some pain medication, we have some for you. It's like, oh, you're acting all sweet now that you got your evidence. You couldn't just freaking believe me, so I had to suffer more and put up with the arguing and put up with the crappy behavior towards me, acting like I'm some kind of drug addict when there's zero evidence in my history of that. Okay, if you insist on babysitting people, which I don't know how that became a medical professional's right or privilege or purview to babysit our lifestyles, but if that must be, can we not do some sort of system where, okay, you were given pain medication for such and such. You didn't renew it, so you get bonus points, like a credit system. Or you turned in excess medication. Boom, you get bonus points. And that can be in the system, and they can look and be like, oh, the record shows this person has not been excessive with their pill intake. let's stop giving them a bunch of crap and actually believe them. Something's got to be done, because it's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I never asked medical professionals to be involved in my personal life. I have an issue medically. You are here to treat the medical issue. You're not here to dictate my life. You're not here to make sure I don't overdose and go off the rampants and go onto the streets to find drugs. I'm going to choose whether to do that or not in my own life. It ain't your business. Okay, medical professionals, my life is not your business. This specific issue, a broken toe, a cancerous organ, that is what I am paying you to take care of. You are not my life coach. You are not my mom. You are not my dad. You're not my attorney. You're not my probation officer. I've never had one of those. But the point is, you do not have a say over how I conduct my life. You're medically trained to handle broken body parts. Where did that cross the line into controlling people's existence? Get off of it, okay? There's my random thought for this morning. There may be more to come. This is the Random Channel, and whatever I feel like posting that I feel like needs to be said will be said, and that's that. And I probably look really weird I'm in a parking lot, so I probably look pretty weird right now to everyone. I'm gonna end this now. But seriously, medical personnel, get out of people's lives. You don't belong there. And stop disregarding people's pain. Okay? There is no scale. Okay? Everyone feels differently. I am hypersensitive in many aspects. And more serious injuries are actually less serious to me. So just stop. Just stop. It's not your job to try and figure out whether I'm lying. It's not your job to try and save my life. It's your job to fix the broken body part that I am paying you to fix. The end. The end. That should be the end of your involvement in my life. That's all. Peace.